honor of my life to serve this body with all of you. We are all in this together. Our nation is counting on us to band together and solve these problems and get this done.
House Speaker Mike Johnson celebrating his narrow re-election as Speaker today. Despite 3 House Republicans initially defecting, Johnson was able to win on the first ballot. And that was after President-elect Trump intervened, flipping 2 of those votes back to Johnson. Now, with more on the Speaker's battle and the 119th Congress ahead, we're joined once again by Tom Bevan. He's founder and president of Real Clear Politics. And Tom, 2 years ago, it took 15 ballots for Kevin McCarthy to get the gavel. Today, they did it in 1. What does this talk and what does this mean about Johnson's ability to lead?
Yeah, I mean, it appeared when this vote started that he was going to fall short, and it looked like it might be a rerun of what happened with McCarthy. But lo and behold, as you mentioned, Trump intervened, and we had these 2 final holdouts flip their votes to Johnson, and so he ends up winning on the first ballot. So in that sense, it's good news for Republicans. They managed to avoid a real sort of calamity, a real, car wreck, if you will. But again, the margin that Mike Johnson has to work with in the House is so slim. You can see now just by losing a single vote or 2 votes, if he doesn't pick up any Democrats, then they're not going to be able to get a lot done. And obviously, there were 9 Republicans who held out initially, sending a message to Mike Johnson that they are going to sort of hold his feet to the fire to get what they want, and they say, which is Trump's agenda, passed through the House. We'll see whether they'll be able to do that or not.
Yeah, let's expand on that a little bit. After being elected, Johnson pledged to implement Trump's America First agenda. So what do you think this narrow majority that we're talking about here and holdouts like Thomas Massie mean for Trump's ability to actually lead in just a few weeks?
Well, yeah, I mean, they've got a lot they want to get done, and tax cuts are at the top of the list, and we'll see whether they're able to be unified. I mean, they literally have to have every single member on board with whatever they decide to move forward with. Otherwise, they're going to go down to defeat, and it's going to look like they can't govern and they can't get things passed. I think Trump showed that he has the party united behind him. He can flex his muscles. He can twist some arms and get people to go and do things. Although, Chip Roy, for example, when Trump just said a couple of weeks ago, when this continuing resolution, the spending bill, was looking to pass the House, he wanted a 2-year suspension of the debt limit. And 34 Republicans defected on that and said no to Trump. So it's going to be tough. And certainly they're not going to get any help from the Democrats in the House. And then it moves on to the Senate, which, again, that's a whole different kettle of fish. I mean, with the legislative filibuster still in place there, you'll need 60 votes to get something done unless they move it through reconciliation.
Also on the Trump front, though, today the judge, Juan Merchan, ordered Trump to appear for sentencing January 10th. What do you make of that?
Well, I mean, the timing is obviously not ideal for Trump, just coming 10 days before his inauguration. But the judge indicated that there will be no jail time. Trump doesn't even have to show up in person. He can show up virtually, and he's not going to be fined or have anything done. So this looks like just sort of a one-day story. It'll obviously be a story. The media will cover it on the 10th of January. But beyond that, I think this is really the last bit of Trump's legal troubles that are still hanging out there. The rest, all those cases have been dismissed. He's sort of in the free and clear. And now the judge threw out his motion to dismiss this case. Now he will still have appeals on this, but by and large, all of Trump's legal troubles have disappeared.
And quickly, the approval rating of Biden at 38.8. As you look at that number, what do you think his legacy will be?
Yeah, I mean, he's leaving office, and you can see his approval rating just a few weeks ago was up in the 42% range, now down, as you mentioned, at 38.8. His low point in our Real Clear Politics average was in July of 21. He was at 36.8. So a little bit better than that, but not much. And he's certainly leaving office with among the lowest approval ratings of any modern president. And I think it just speaks to the fact that as Democrats lost the election in November, people were just dissatisfied with what had happened over the last 4 years. And that's going to be part of Joe Biden's legacy. All
right. Tom Bevan, co-founder and president of Real Clear Politics. Tom, we thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right, buddy.